What a great game of basketball last night. It doesn't matter if you're a Lakers fan like myself, a Blazers fan like some other people, or a fan of any team in the NBA. Last night's game really makes you appreciate NBA basketball. And after going so many months without a single basketball game being played, games like last night's really make me appreciate NBA basketball even more than what I already do. So I'm sure anyone who loves basketball is happy to just see two teams competing really hard. The only people who are probably mad right now are the Knicks fans, who despite being terrible year after year, and despite missing out on top free agents, they have to settle for the 8th pick in the draft this year. So I'm sorry if you're a Knicks fan, I kind of feel bad for you guys. Carmelo Anthony and LeBron James? Oh my goodness! I couldn't tell if this was 2020 or a beautiful matchup from like 10 years ago. But we'll talk about that duel in a second. But gosh, let's talk about last night's game because that was some energy. That was some beautiful basketball. Let me pull up my notes so I don't miss anything. LeBron James at the age of 35. Keep in mind, he's closer to being 36 than he is to his 35th birthday. And he's in his 17th year. But despite all of that, he had a near 40-point triple-double. That doesn't even sound right to say a 35-year-old had a near 40-point triple-double in the playoffs. But that is correct. And that is the guy who leads my team, so I am very happy. 38 points, 8 assists, and 12 rebounds. What more can we ask for? And then Anthony Davis must have heard all the trash people talked about him after game 1, because last night he came out and AD looked like it stands for absolutely dominant. After game 1, someone told me that AD stands for absolute disaster, but after game 3, I'm here to say that stands for absolutely dominant. Anthony Davis had a near 30-point triple-double. The man put up 29, 8, and 11. And last night, his mid-range game was absolutely insane. A few days ago, I was very critical of Anthony Davis. I was saying, Anthony Davis, you are 8 feet tall. Take the ball to the basket. If you're down low, call for the rock. When you are Anthony Davis, and when you are that big, you can't be settling for all these missed jump shots. And I don't have a problem with him taking jumpers. I just have a problem with him taking jumpers and ignoring the post. However, I don't have a problem with it when he's making them. The only time I have a problem is when he's taking all these mid-range and all these threes and missing them when he could be playing in the post like an actual 7-foot basketball player. But last night, hey, he was making them. Who am I to complain? And not just Anthony Davis and LeBron James, but the team as a whole looked like a very, very good team. The Lakers as a whole, beautiful ball movement. I love the way we move the ball around the perimeter. I love the way we throw the ball inside to our bigs. That's all I was asking for after game 1. I love the decision making on offense. I love the intensity on defense. It looked like playoff basketball. It looked like we actually deserve to call ourselves the Lakers. And keep in mind, us Lakers, we are missing Rajon Rondo. So I just said that our chemistry looked very good. Our ball movement looked good. We were looking for the open man down low, or we were just looking to keep swinging the ball around the perimeter. But when Rondo comes back, that is literally what he does best. Rondo is an A-plus playmaker, and he almost played last night, but he didn't because he was having back spasms in the warm-ups. But when he gets back, if our offense continues to look how it does now, I can't imagine the next level our offense will be on when Rajon Rondo gets back. And like I said, this was a very, very well played game, so I'm not just here to talk about the Lakers. Portland Trail Blazers, you guys look like you really deserve to make the playoffs, and I'm happy that you guys did. I am a little mad that you guys beat us in game 1, but we're still taking the series, so I'm not too worried about that. Damian Lillard, 34 points despite still coming off from that finger injury. CJ McCollum, 28, 8, and 4. Whiteside had 8 and 8, Nurkic 10, 7, and 3, and I'll talk about Carmelo in a second. But something I want to point out about my Lakers, we got a little bit lucky. We shot 43 free throws and the Blazers only shot 19. Now that just comes down to the refs. However, I will say we did look very aggressive last night when it came to attacking the basket. So that could be why we got so many more calls than the Portland Trail Blazers. However, as a Lakers fan, I will admit that I think it should have been a tiny bit closer. I don't think us Lakers should have had more than twice the amount of free throw attempts as the Blazers. But hey, I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm not complaining about it. However, I do try to take a little bit of pride in having an unbiased basketball channel. So from an unbiased point of view, there's no way one team should have twice as many free throw attempts as another. And Blazers, you guys need to stop getting out rebounded. You guys had 38 rebounds and we had 55. Meanwhile, 12 of ours came on offense and only 7 of yours came from offense. The Blazers shot 95 shots from the field and 35 shots from 3. So you can't tell me out of all those shots you can only get 7 offensive rebounds. Come on, you are leaving so many points on the board by only getting 7 offensive rebounds. But hey, like I said, I'm a Laker fan, so you guys do your thing. The better for us, you know what I mean? Alright, now let's talk about Carmelo Anthony. Now, in the past 2 or 3 videos about the Portland Portland Trailblazers, I brought up Carmelo Anthony's game. For like the first two, I said that Carmelo Anthony has been playing very well, and I don't remember the exact stats off the top of my head. However, I do remember mentioning that Carmelo has had more than 20 points at least 6 or 7, maybe even 8 times in the NBA bubble. And in the most recent video, for those of you who may not have seen it, I said that even though Carmelo only had 2 points in game 2, expect him to come out with the chip on his shoulder and ball out. And why do I say that? Do I know Carmelo Anthony personally? No, of course not. I'm just a kid making YouTube videos. I don't know Carmelo Anthony. However, let me just remind you guys about Carmelo Anthony and why he has such a chip on his shoulder, and why that chip on his shoulder is the reason him and LeBron had a duel last night in the third quarter. So as you all remember, Carmelo and LeBron got drafted the same year. Now, just a few years ago, Carmelo couldn't find a job in the NBA. He was waived by the Bulls, he got bought out by the Hawks, and I don't remember exactly what happened on the Houston Rockets. I don't know if he got traded, if he got waived, I really don't remember. But it doesn't really matter. The point is, he couldn't keep a steady job in the NBA. Now, in his mind, I'm sure he was thinking something along the lines of, I got drafted the same year as LeBron James, and LeBron is still arguably the best player in the world. Why is it that he is still at this high of a level? Meanwhile, I don't even have a job in the NBA. And he and LeBron are very good friends, so it's not like he was thinking that in a malicious sort of way, but he was probably thinking that in more of a motivational way for himself. Because if LeBron James can still be dominating the NBA, and I got drafted the same year as him, that's enough motivation for me to keep a job in the NBA. So now that Carmelo Anthony finally has a steady job in the NBA, which I'm happy for, and that he's had like 8 games now with more than 20 points in the NBA bubble, last night, him and LeBron James kept trading buckets in the third quarter. And even though I am a Lakers fan, and I always will be a Lakers fan, I was rooting for Melo in the third quarter more than I was rooting for my own Lakers. And I'm gonna see if I can put the highlights on the screen. I just don't want to get a copyright. But hopefully the highlights are playing right now, and as you can see, Carmelo Anthony was isolating anybody. He was making difficult jumpers. He just looked like the Carmelo Anthony we knew in Denver and we knew on the Knicks. And before a Lakers fan, I am a fan of humanity. So if a person is doing well, regardless of if it's in the NBA or if someone I know got a promotion at Chick-fil-A, I'm happy for people. So yes, Carmelo Anthony doing well in the third quarter did come at the expense of my Lakers, but I'm happy for the guy, and we got the win, so really it doesn't really matter that much. Carmelo ended the game with 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. So for someone who couldn't find a job in the NBA and just recently got signed on to the Portland Trailblazers, to be having multiple 20-point games and to have a 20-point game in the playoff, that's amazing. I'm happy for Carmelo Anthony. And like I said at the very beginning of the video, this was a great game. It doesn't matter if you're a Lakers fan, it doesn't matter if you're a Blazers fan. Last night's game was one of those games that you absolutely have to respect. And I respect it even more because we did win. But that's just me, so whatever. If you watched this video all the way through, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. I'm pretty good about responding to every single comment. So if you want to leave your opinion, leave it down below and I'll make sure to get back to you. Subscribe if you're new. Our channel is growing pretty quickly and I'm very grateful for that. We hit 1,000 subscribers a few days ago and we're already at like 12 or 1,300, so thank you guys very much. I post a new basketball video every morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you love the NBA as much as I do and you want to be in on the latest NBA games, hit that subscribe button every morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Alright you guys, that's about it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. You already know at what time. Thank you all for watching. Lakers 2020 champ. Let's go, baby. If you're still here, consider watching this other video I picked out for you down below. Please just watch it. I'm trying to get to 300 subs, so go watch that video. Let me know what y'all think. And hit the like button on that video too. Alright, see you guys.